back again with another session, a virtual session with Prabhu Pantula, who's been one of our esteemed participants in the recent, virtual BBCC that we've been running, the Brain-Based Coaching Certification Program, which is one of the most popular programs across the world. And Prabhu has very kindly consented to, give us his share of his views without taking too much time into this. So, Prabhu, my first question to you would be, what have been your key takeaways and top insights, from this brain-based coaching program?
First off, thank you, Soman, for giving me this opportunity to share my feedback. And it's been I would say overall, it's been a very fantastic learning experience. When I look at it from the insights perspective, there are three ways I look at it. Um, First off, if I look at it from a theoretical perspective, it's been all this theory related to the brain and how it's important for us to understand how the brain connects various aspects of information and how it hardwires, and why is it essential for us to understand how the brain works and learns. This itself has been, from a very theoretical perspective, it was a very strong insight actually. Because more often than not, we assume several things. Like, for example, we assume that we can multitask. So similarly, all this aspect of how do we establish new connections and so on and so forth, all of that theoretical framework and perspective that we got initially in the session, I think that's one big insight for me as a individual. From a very practice kind of perspective, if I look at it, how do we put theory into practice? From a very practice kind of a perspective, uh, this entire aspect about how do we really carry on fruitful conversations. If I put aside coaching for the time being and just focus on conversations, that itself was a huge insight in terms of, for example, how do we get individuals into a toward state? How do we help them to derive some insights and actions from the conversations they are having with us? The whole aspect of putting that method into practice, and that's the unique part about this journey, I think, which is we are not just discussing these aspects, but we were getting into live conversations, practicing these aspects, and as a part of practicing these aspects, we were deriving new insights. So that's another uh, very practice centered kind of a perspective that I have about the insights that I got. The third is essentially, I think, from a very self kind of a perspective, and this is nothing to do with what I can do for others. It's what happened to me as I went through this journey, and that's the one of the biggest insights. In fact, is that, for example, when I was doing this practice coaching sessions, one of the feedback that I got, and a very valid feedback, is that um, I tend to get into asking too many problem-centered questions. I didn't realize. I mean, whenever I used to have conversations in the past, uh, I used to do it very normally, saying that, "Oh, what happened? How did you get there? Why did it happen to you?" Now, it was a huge feedback for me. It said that, you know what, it's necessary for you to, it's good for you to dwell on it, but not get stuck in it. It's good for you to get into that future focused kind of questions that derive insights for the individual in terms of getting into specific actions for the future. The other part, and again, uh, this was a very hard feedback for me. One of the feedback I got is that I tend to control the conversations too much. And I didn't realize it. I mean, I didn't realize that I was so strongly guiding the person towards a certain conclusion. Um, and that's the conclusion that I wanted, probably not what the individual wanted. And that was again a discovery. I said, I didn't even realize this. So from a
Yeah.
self perspective, this whole journey again was, that was one of the biggest insights for me.
No, and thank you so much for actually sharing these. In fact, you kind of segued into my next question, which was part of this you have answered, the personal part of it. But how has this new learning
Hmm.
impacted your professional and personal life? I mean, your the environment around you. How's it impacted you so far?
That's very interesting because I was just thinking, I mean, when I look at personal and professional, uh, at least as far as this particular session is concerned, I didn't find a divide.
Noticing anything that's happening as you get into, as you start coaching people, especially in organizations? I mean,
one of the things I am at least realizing the impact is in terms of the mutual respect that is there in the conversations. It's the conversation is not about you. The conversation is not about me. The conversation is about us, and it's a huge piece, Shauman. Actually,
tell me a little bit more about just a quick view of this was a 6 months long, completely virtual program. I mean, not even one physical contact, right? With only documentations and participant kits and material flowing in, and all these virtual classes. Some of them were as long as 4 hours, right?
Correct.
How was the virtual experience?
So I, before I entered this, I always, because I myself a kind of a facilitator and I keep facilitating sessions. As I was going through this journey, I was also trying to make this journey happen for the organization virtually. We were getting into virtual sessions and we were trying to facilitate sessions. One of the things I can definitely say is that it was a good experience. It was a better experience than a physical. So in that sense, this aspect of discuss in the room, go and practice, come back and discuss some more, I at least found it very comfortable. And the other aspect I want to bring in, Shauman, is that particularly the conversations we had with Som and then the ones we had with Jane, because they were very practice centered, very tough, but the way they brought it about, I mean, that shows that, the level of effort they would have put in to ensure that the whole conversation is very engaging.
Thank you so much. So my last question to you would be, you're aware now that coaching is really, really picking up in India, and there are many schools of coaching. Okay,
Correct.
Now you've gone through brain-based coaching. Would you be, if you were to talk to other people and wannabe coaches, would you recommend brain-based as one of the routes to coaching?
I will, and I'll tell you the reason. I'm not saying it because I'm here. I'm talking to you, and I have gone through it, and I'm also not aware of what the other coaching certification processes do. One of the things I want to share here is that if let's say I remove that entire piece that we did around understanding the brain and look at this, I would say it's like knocking off a very vital piece from the entire conversation. At least I felt that, because everything that we did in terms of understanding the brain, in terms of being able to figure out how does it impact our conversations, all of it flowed very smoothly into our conversations, into the practice part of it. And so I don't know, probably it was the way it was designed was that way, but when I look at it now, I can't really separate these two pieces.
First of all, I want to congratulate you for having gone through this arduous 6 months virtually.
I enjoyed
secondly,
it.
I wish you all the best in your coaching journey forward. And
Absolutely,
thank you so much for your time today.